The second step of Project 2, Part 1, doing it in Revit, is to make what's called a topography. I want to actually make ground. So far on my site plan, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong view there, but it's okay. Okay. In my site plan, I just have property lines. If I want to move them to this 0 point, I can. It doesn't really matter for what I'm going to do, but I can move it if I want. There. Doesn't really matter. But now here's my cool thing. I want to make actual ground here. I'm going to make ground. So that's called a topo surface in Revit. So I'm on my massing and site ribbon, and then I'm on a topo surface. And when I do a topo surface, it lets me place points. That's one of the ways I can do it other ways, but I'm going to place points. And it says the elevation of my points are listed right here. Well, I remember that first point I was going to place was in this upper right corner was 0. And then the next one was going to be at 6. And then I had one at 5. See, I'm typing the number here. And then I go place it. And then there was another one over here at 5. Isn't that cool? It's actually making the surface. And then there was one at 4. Now that was really 120, 126, 125, 125, 124. But that's the actual topo surface right there. And each of these lines that you see here are called topo lines. And it means that if I were to walk along that, I'd be at the same elevation all the time. And if I walked from one to another, I would change elevation directly. Okay, and I think that each of these are 1 apart. So all of this area goes from like 126 to 125, and this is my 125 line. And this is 124, 123, 122, 121, and 120. There we go. So I'm going to go click. And I've got, now, if I look at the 3D view, and remember, there's a few ways to do it. There's a tiny little button up here of the little house, or I can go to my view. There's my 3D view. There it is. And you'll see it's not flat. Kind of cool. These elevation markers, I really don't need. Okay, I can set those to something else later on if I want. Okay, this one is appropriately set for 0. I might set those later on, I might not. I'll leave them in there for now because they're useful. Okay, and again, to make it look different, I can make different colors show up and things like that. There it is. Now it's everything that is like that is dirt. So now the last thing I want to do something special here. Once I hit my topography, I want to say that is my existing site. So that's what's there to begin with. And notice it changed color. Okay, it changed color. Existing site is usually gray and new construction is brown. So it helps me figure that out. I don't need to see it that way. I can see it in wireframe anytime I want. But when I click on it, it should say that it is existing. Right, so there's my step number 2, make the topography.